Welcome to Revolutionary Talk. We're on to episode 3 in the Hidden Health Secrets series. We're talking breath.
Yeah, I like that. I've been connecting with my breath a lot lately. Have you guys?
Really?
Yeah. It's actually been very grounding and calming.
Grounding. Ooh, that's a good topic.
Very relaxing. Yeah, it's actually part of my grounding process. So. Hopefully you can feel that frequency through the microphone. But no, I think breath is one of the most important things that we take for granted or overlook in our life. Because our body does it naturally. If you guys were to hold your breath right now, you would take a deep breath before you passed out.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yeah. But we're not using hardly any of our lungs typically when we're breathing.
Yep. Oh, exactly. And that's just so important. Like, just using it. Because we take it for so much granted.
Yeah. I think the statistic on that is like there's only 10% of our lung capacity is used
Really?
by average American. Yeah.
Sounds like our brains.
That's bad.
I wonder if you unlock your breath, you out of your lungs, you unlock your brain.
That's what I mean. I mean,
maybe.
think about it. Like if you're just going through the day and maybe bringing awareness to it now, like just notice the shallowness of it up here. Oftentimes it just settles up here in the chest. But when we take our focus and really breathe into our lower belly, into our hips, it's like a much deeper, expansive breath that can be very cleansing also.
I was going to say, whenever you're stressed out and anxious, do you notice a difference in your breath and when you're relaxed and chilling?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I mean, thinking about even like calming down to go to sleep, the breath depth gets deeper.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
when you're more anxious and nervous, it's like on edge, it's faster, more shallow.
I was going to say, and whenever I'm more anxious, I've noticed it's harder to have a longer exhale than inhale. And I think that's the science. It's like when you're running, you're like you're breathing, you're focused more on in than out. But when you're slowing down and relaxing, you're focused more on out than in. So there's a couple
way to look at it,
like I think it's called 6, 7, 8 breathing method. Inhale for 6, hold for 7, exhale for 8. And it turns on your autonomic and slows stuff down.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's all sorts of different breath work too. I've seen.
Oh, it's crazy.
Breath work. Have you guys done breath work?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, there's some online. It's been a while since I've done it, so I don't remember the specifics. But one that's like an alertness like builder, and it's crazy how breath. I mean, it can make you alert. Like you skip the caffeine just by improving your breath.
It's cool how much your breath can change your frequency and shift you like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like meditation and that stuff is more focused on breath than actually shutting off your mind, because as soon as you're on your breath, your mind does shut off because you're controlling it with your breath. It's amazing.
Interesting way to think about it, yeah. Man, and I'll say too, like, if I haven't, like, gotten a workout in for the day yet and, extended my lung capacity, I don't know what it is, but I don't feel as sharp, like, without, like, getting all that oxygen to your brain and stuff. There's something to it where the more lung capacity, you just feel sharper for whatever reason. I don't know how that's connected, but...
Oh, 100% connected. Because when you're breathing in, it's pulling the blood in, putting oxygen into that blood and bringing it to the rest of your cells in your body. And I'm thinking about yoga with a breath per movement.
Yeah, because especially after yoga, like you feel so, like Brady's saying, like so clear but calm.
Yeah.
Because what you were kind of hitting into is kind of making me think, like when you're in, you're triggered or you're stressed, like your veins dilate and you breathe in more because you're... But also then you come into yoga and I was like, well, how can this work to your advantage? And it's like, oh, yoga, you're breathing in, but you're slowing down, which is crazy.
And just focusing on that
because you're not running from that barrier. You're like grounding and centering.
You're acknowledging it.
And like you said, instead of grabbing that caffeine, just do some breath work real quick.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. It's crazy how it works. I feel like when you're stressed too, you're not getting like those good deep breaths. It's like, quicker breaths, and you're not getting any lung capacity.
Yep.
You might not even hit that 10%.
Yeah, because like oftentimes in stress mode, we're in that flight or
fight
fight
or
or flight. Yeah, and but that's the power of being able to slow down and really take in those breaths for a moment.
Wow.
So now with this knowledge, how can people use it to their advantage and take advantage of good breath work?
We're always breathing. And with each breath, we're also detoxing.
Ujjayi pranayama.
So really, it's a practice. It's a consistent. Okay, I'm going to set my clock for this time to do this practice of just being in my own space and just focusing on my breathing. And really, like, I think if what helps me is thinking and feeling how my breath goes into my chest, and then my chest didn't it expanded, but there's room in my belly that also can be filled up with air. So really focusing on expanding all of that, the entire chest cavity into the belly, and then allowing it to release. So then just focusing on that, and any thoughts coming into my mind, just bringing it back to the breath and thinking about that circular breathing.
Wow.
In a way.
I like that.
That kind of gives me a thought of like where you're going back to too of we don't have to think to breathe really. It's kind of a subconscious thing, but there's benefit to making it a conscious thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's for like 5 minutes a day, it kind of sets you up for success for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, from when you guys were saying that, I was almost thinking like whenever you're triggered or stressed out, like taking a second to reset your breath, take control of it rather than letting your brain decide where you're going with it.
Yeah. Observing your breath, observing your mind.
Yeah.
Observing the mind.
Come over here as you guys are talking. I'm like, holding my breath.
Yeah.
Stick a deep one. Okay, we're good.
Well,
We're back. We're back.
I mean, holding breath too during workouts.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
lifting
terrible.
weights.
I'm horrible at that. I
Yeah.
love to hold my breath during workouts.
It's a good way to pass out.
Yeah, haven't done it yet, but
Not recommended.
makes your veins just get bigger and juicier.
Jeez.
It's the secret of the big veins.
Yeah,
Hold your breath when you work out.
That's a real hidden health secret.
Yeah.
That's the hack.
Dang it, that's episode 4.
Hidden health secrets that aren't healthy and that
Yeah.
you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold your breath.
Dang it.
Awesome. Good stuff on breath here. Hopefully you all take some of these recommendations and use them for yourself. We have next week where we're on episode 4 of Hidden Health Secrets. So please subscribe and stay tuned for that.